Ray, what do you want to do tonight?
The same thing we do every night, Pinky. Try to take over the world.
You might think that getting into the IT field is impossible without a computer science degree, but Tech Coach Ralph is here to prove you wrong. Get ready for some jaw-dropping revelations on how to break into this lucrative industry. Listen up, tech enthusiasts! Are you ready to break through into the IT field, but feel like you need a computer science degree to make it happen? Think again! Tech Coach Ralph has some exclusive, mind-blowing secrets to share with you. Get ready to be blown away by his jaw-dropping revelations on how to break into the tech industry without a computer science degree. So get your notepad ready, because Tech Coach Ralph is going to change your life forever. Buckle up, because you're about to embark on a journey to success in the IT field.
Are you ready?
Let's get it.
It's time!
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. How is everyone doing tonight? Hopefully, you are doing way, way better than I am doing. We'll get to that in a moment. Tonight is September 5th, Thursday, September 5th, 2024. I am Tech Coach Ralph. We are engineered to win. You know how they say when life throws lemonades at you, make lemonade? I say you catch that lemon and you throw it right back at life. I'm just saying. I'll tell you what happened in a little bit, but let's get through our agenda real quick, and then I'll tell you what happened, why I pushed the show back by 30 minutes, and then we will get to work. All right. So first and foremost, let's jump into it. Just want to say what's up to Alexis and to my guy, the King Tech Pookie himself, your car. What's up? How you guys doing? All right, let's get into this agenda. All right. So tonight we're going to be using React to build a dictionary app for our Urban Dictionary of Economic Data, which we use on Saturday mornings on the Men Lie, Women Lie, Numbers Manipulate show. So that's going to be the plan for tonight. That's our topic. But we have to start off with saying a big thank you to all of the subscribers, the ones that have been with me for a while, those who are brand new, those who watch from the clouds, those who rock with me every single day. I just want to say a big shout out and thank you to you all.
I appreciate you.
And I want to say a big salute and shout out to the tech savages. That includes the tech barbarians, the tech prodigy, the technical explorers, all those who sign up for the Patreon on the free tier. Shout out to the tech mercenaries. Those are our wonderful YouTube members and supporters. And I can never, ever forget the bag chasers.
Money.
And of course, with the King Tech Pookie himself in here, a shout out to the Tech Pookies in the building.
Let's get it.
All right. So with that being said, I just wanted to say, if you haven't done so already, do me a big favor. We are moving on up. Please subscribe to the channel, like the video, share it with everybody. All right. Just share it because we have some good game down over here. And go over to techcoachralph.dev. You can sign up for free, get access to exclusive content. I share the sprint reviews. I'm going to be uploading another sprint review this coming weekend or probably on Monday. And then I also share for the higher tier, the entire Scrum Night, so you can see how things work in an agile environment. And we also have exclusive content, and you can also sign up for one-on-one coaching. And very soon, I'm going to be going live, updating my resume again. I like to update my resume like 2 to 3 times a year. I do that live, so in case you have any questions, you can see how I do my thought process to it. I'm going to be making my resume a little bit more concise as well. So definitely want to join me on that live stream. All right. Next up, let's jump into our live show schedule. So what's our live show? Let me put this up here too. Hopefully this works because things are a mess tonight. All right, but there we go. At least this is working. Right. So what is our live show schedule? We have Sunday afternoons. We have software explorations. We are currently going through learning DevOps. DevOps is development plus operations, CI/CD pipelines, Docker, Terraform, Ansible, Packer, all these crazy different technologies that we make. We use it to automate our lives, automate our processes. So definitely want to join in on Sundays. We have our morning shows, Mondays and Wednesdays. We start between 7:15 and 7:45, depending on what's going on, And we do, I call it coffee and kata. We have our cup of coffee. We review some news stories, and then we get to work on our mobile development. We do it all over here. We learn everything. No stones left unturned. All right. And then we have our Tuesday nights, our Q&A show, where me and my AI clone, we answer your questions. You can call into the show. You can ask your questions in the chat. You can email them to me, whatever the case may be. But I'm here for you as well as the AI clone, right? And then Thursday nights tonight, we have more software explorations where we do different things. We've been working on Jenkins lately, but I was like, you know what? My Urban Dictionary of Economic Data is just too damn ghetto. Yep, that's what I said to myself. And I said, we need to create some type of, more sophisticated, more modern app, because we're not going to be living in the past. So we're going to be working on that tonight and see how far we can get. And then if anything, work on it, continue it next Thursday. We'll see, right? We'll see. And then Saturday mornings, my favorite show of the week. We have the Men Lie, Women Lie, Numbers Manipulate show. And that's where we review our weekly economic data to see what is going on. We check out the job reports. We check out some different consumer indexes, consumer sentiment, see how people are feeling about the economy. We got to tap into those feelings, all right, and see how things are going. And we have that show is co-hosted from the chat by my guy Yakar and my guy Mitch. Shout out to Yakar and to Mitch. So, and now, but wait, there's more. We have pre-recorded content as well. Mondays, we have candid conversations. This week, we spoke about prioritize and execute how to get all the things done. Wednesdays, we have software explorations. We spoke about Kubernetes this week. We did our part 1 diving into Kubernetes. And then tomorrow on the episode of the Bug Bite, we are going to be talking about how a super notorious ransomware hacker got doxxed. Yes, that ransomware hacker got.
Bruh.
It happens. And throughout the week, we have shorts as well as clips from our Q&A show. I put it in, we have a clip of each question. We make it in small digestible pieces so that maybe you can't hang out with us for the whole 2 hours, but maybe you can get the information you need in about 5 to 10 minutes. All right. That is everything that we do throughout the week. So if all of that intrigues you, then do me a big favor. Like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you know every time we go live and drop new content, and go over to techcoachralph.dev, sign up for free, get access to different various content that is exclusive to the Patreon and not on YouTube. All right. As well as signing up for one-on-one coaching so that we can run it up together, because
We the best.
we are the best. All right. There is no one better. All right. Cool. So with that being said, let's wrap up our Q&A or our housekeeping. And I'm going to share this story real quick with you with what happened today, and then we're going to get to work. All right. I'm going to get to the chat. So share the story, what happened, get to the chat, and then we're going to get to work. Right. So this is what happened. My streaming software, it totally it wiped out all my timers and my overlays that show across scenes. I switched profiles and I was like, what happened here? I was like, what the? And then I was like,
how dare you?
And then I got upset, So I had to quickly patch some things together. There might be some mistakes happening today, but we're gonna figure it out, because we don't miss. Regardless of what happens, we don't miss. All right. So that's the situation that I'm in. That's why I had to push back the show. I'm like, all right, I have to establish some things, see what we can do. But here we are, because we're here, and we're gonna have a great time doing it. All right. So let me get to the chat, and then we're gonna get to our first segment of work. Oh, by the way, in our break tonight, we're going to be talking about AI for QA automation. Is it cheating? That's our first break. Our second break, we're going to be talking about people getting scammed by fake jobs. By fake jobs. And somebody that I know personally, I see this person almost every single day. They were almost a victim of this scam 2 years ago, and then I just read about it today of the same exact thing happened to another person. So we're gonna go through it. I'm gonna share with you about that, and then our very last break, we're gonna have a fun. You guys remember how much fun we had last week? Well, we're definitely not gonna have that much fun on the last break or on the last segment. But I want you to think about, if there is one show that you could bring back, which show would it be? All right, one show. Which show would you bring back if you could? All right, that's going to be our very last as we wrap it up today. Okay, so with that being said, let me check the chat, and then we're going to get to work. Okay, we're going to get to work. So let me acknowledge my people real quick. We got my guy Yakar saying the tech pookies are in the house tonight, are in the building. And we got one of my favorite people. We have Alexis in the building. How are you doing, Alexis? Hopefully you're having an amazing day. Didn't mean to put you on the spot earlier, but you aced it again. You see, I know you were a great student in school. You aced it. Keep on keeping on. Clap it up for Alexis. And your car says, when life hands you lemons, you tell life that you are allergic. Sorry, can't do it. Nope, no lemons for me. No lemons. Better yet, give me an avocado. Give me an avocado, all right? We got Endless Learner in the building. What's going on, Endless Learner? How are you doing tonight? Hopefully you are having hopefully you're having a much better day than I am. Hopefully your day is going much better than mine. Bruh. And my day was going great until like 7 p.m. Eastern time. It just went down the crapper. Oh wait. Stop the show. We got the one, the only Rod Brown, aka Mr. Tech Daddy himself, in the building. What's going on, Rod Brown? How are you doing this amazing Thursday night? We are hanging. Oh my God. We got another favorite of mine. What's going on, Roxy? How are you doing tonight? Hopefully you had an amazing Thursday and an amazing week as you head into the weekend. I hope you are enjoying it all. Shout out to Roxy as always. All right. So we're going to get into our first segment of work. Hopefully things go well. So the plan for tonight, let me start our first timer. Hopefully this timer works.
It's time to do.
I can work under pressure. We got things functioning. You know, I don't have my QR code and stuff, but we are making it. All right. So what we're going to be doing tonight is I'm going to show you the current Urban Dictionary of Economic Data, what I've been using right on the show on Saturday mornings. And then we're going to think about using. So what's React? We're going to look into what React is. We're going to go to the website that's going to help us get started, and then we're going to start building it, and we'll see how far we get. All right, that is the plan. So let me go to the browser. See if this is going to work. Let's go to here. Whoa! How'd that get there? What is this? What is that? Is that a chinless Nissan Altima? Why is that there? Didn't mean to get that there. All right. Let's move this Nissan. Let's move on. There's no need to looking at faceless Nissan Altimas. All right. Let's go to our Urban Dictionary of Economic Data. Let me see now. Here comes the OCD part. Let me do this. Let's go to, what in the world? Let me. How does that look? Let me move that up a little bit. I hate when things overlap with one another. Drives me crazy. Let's see. All right. Let's go to move that up a little bit. Oh wait. There we go. That's much better. That is, and then make this a little bit smaller. There we go. Okay, we're in good shape. We are in good shape. All right. We are in good shape. Okay, cool. So this is the where I have my economic data, right? For like when I need to reference something on the show based on what we're doing. I'm like, all right, but I don't like how it looks. I don't like searching through it, right? So what I want to do, I want to turn it into a web-based application for the most part. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be turning that into a React app where, let's go to here. So I'm going to be using this, right? How to create a dictionary, and let me see how to create. Oh, let me close this up a little bit. All right, let's do that. So how to create a dictionary app in React, right? So I just did a quick search. I found this. I'm like, all right, we can do this. So basically we are going to be, so it says in this article, we'll build a very simple dictionary app with the help of an API. This is a perfect project for beginners as it will teach you how to fetch information from an API and display it and some basics of how React actually works. Also, we will learn about how to use React icons, whatever, right? So one thing we'll also have to do is we'll probably have to create some type of API to have our dictionary, which kind of expands the whole scope of what I was planning to do tonight. But guess what? That's why we're here. We're here to learn. We're here to make it work. All right. So let me do a quick search. What exactly is React? Let me see. So React is a JavaScript library that helps developers create user interfaces, UIs, and manage user interactions. It's primarily used to build web applications, but its component model can also be used to create native mobile and desktop applications, PDFs, and more. And here are some key features of React. Component-based architecture. React allows developers to create UI elements like buttons and search bars that can be reused throughout the application. JSX, React uses JSX, JavaScript XML, which looks similar to HTML and allows developers to write markup within their JavaScript code. Has a virtual DOM. React uses the virtual DOM to efficiently update and render changes to the UI. And it also uses state and props. React uses state and props to manage data in components. And Webpack. React uses Webpack to automatically compile React, JSX, and ES6. So the funny thing is, right, those I forgot when that was. I think it was some type of holiday that was on a Monday. And I had to update something in React and I was fighting with it. And Yakar, Mr. Tech Pookie himself, he's just laughing at me in the chat because he sees me fighting with it, struggling with it. He's just laughing at me until I finally figured it out. And I was like, "Whew, got it." And he's like, "Yeah, I knew you would." I was just buying time, laughing to see why. All right. So with that being said, let's start implementing. All right. So what we're gonna be doing, let's go here. We're just gonna follow these steps, right? So npx create React app, dictionary app, cd dictionary app. So we're gonna go into the folder. So this is gonna say, all right, create the React project, and we're gonna name it dictionary app. We're gonna go into that folder, and then we're going to install this Axios thing. Never used Axios before, and then we're gonna install React icons and save that, and then we're ready to get going. All right. So with that being said, get some water first. All right, so let's get to it. Oopsie. There's nothing there. All right, cool. There is nothing. I'm in the wrong project anyways. All right, let's go to close all projects. And we're gonna do, should I do this? Let me go to the command line. Let me do it from the command line first. And let's go here. All right, so we are going to go to cd WebStorm, and we're gonna do npx create React app, and we're gonna call it dictionary, or let's call it should I call it? I don't want to call it just dictionary app. Let's call it urban dictionary economic data app. There we go. Need to install the following packages. Okay to proceed. Let's do that. Let's go here. So right now it's actually creating the React app and it's creating it inside this Urban Dictionary of Economic Data folder. We're going to go into that folder as soon as it's done. Get bigger. takes a couple of minutes, I guess. All right, now it's creating its Git. Oh, I didn't know it created its own Git repository for you as well. That's pretty cool. Installing template dependencies, all that good stuff. And it's done. All right, cool. So now let's go into CD, Urban Dictionary of Economic Data. And we're going to say, all right, we're going to install Axios. I have no idea what Axios is, but we'll find out. npm install Axios. And did it install it? Let me see. I guess it did. All right, cool. Next up, we're going to do install npm install react icons -- save. Got that done. What? Oh, typed it wrong. Got that going. Your car, I think Mitch is here. I think Mitch is here, your car. All right, we got that installed. So, all right, cool. We did all that. So now we can go back into here and go to open. And let's go to WebStorm. And let's go to here and let's say open trust project. And here we are. So, let me see. Other chart. All right, cool. So this project was bootstrapped with create React app. In the project directory, you can do, let me make this a little smaller. Oops, what's going on? Let's go to, all right, so then we can run npm start, and then it's gonna start the app over here. npm run build builds the app for production onto the build folder. It correctly bundles React in production mode, yada, yada, yada. No, this is a one-way operation. Once you eject, you can't go back. If you aren't satisfied with the build tool and configuration choices, you can eject at any time. This command will remove the single build dependency from your project. So I say we give it a start. Right? So let's go. Let's see what happens. Let's do the very basic. Let's do npm start. Allow. And let's go over here. Something is starting up. That was quick. But there's an error. Edit source app.js. So edit that and click save. All right, so let's see what exactly is going on then. So we did all that. Let's see. Example, it is the only component of our app that contains all the logic. We will be using a free open source API, no auth required, called Free Dictionary API to fetch all required data. Our app contains two sections, i.e. a section for taking the user input and a section and a search button. The other is for displaying the data. Apart from displaying information that we receive, we will also have a speaker button that lets the user listen to the phonetics. Now write down the following code in app.js. Here is our, write down the, all right, so this code needs to go in there, I guess. All right, so let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. So we're going to source and we're going to go open up app.js. Oh, there's nothing in here. There's nothing in here. I thought it was going to put something in there. Okay. All right, cool. So all it did was install the basic React app. So I'm just going to copy this code then and drop it inside of this page and see what we get. All right. So now if we go back to the other, And this should reload. And look at that. We have something already. Let's see. Something is getting an extra slash. So what we're going to do for now, at least, let's play around with this. So, all right. So taking user input. Oh, why is there a slash there? Let me see something. That is supposed to be commented out. Can it not be commented out in here? I don't know. Ah, there's a different way to comment out inside of React. So let's say, I'm gonna give it a quick little title real quick. Urban, or let's go with mid. And then let's do H2. And then we'll do, what we'll do here, Urban Dictionary of Economic Data. And then we shall do, let me do another one where this is going to be 3. And then men lie, women lie, numbers manipulate with your car, and Mitch. All right. So we got that. Let's see how it's going to look on the site. Well, looky here. That looks pretty cool. I must say, if I must say so myself. So now, I mean, this is all that we have so far, right? We're going to style it up and stuff like that. But let's see if we have, I don't know, money. If what shows up over here. Oh, look at that, money. Let me unmute the system audio. And we say, let me see if I can squeeze this in a little bit.
Money.
Okay, I like it. I likes it a lot. But we can style this though, right? Because we might not have, we're gonna investigate this API as well. We might not have time to fully build out this whole API, but we can start to think about it, right? Why is this like that? That's not correct. Hold on. That's not an amp. Oh, it's supposed to be amp. There we go. Let's go back over here. There we go. That's more like it. Let's see. And yeah. So we can play with this and we can style it. We can look at the API, see how we can make it a lot better. And what we can also do is we can also incorporate so maybe today we'll work more on styling it a little bit, and then next week we can probably work on building out the API, right? We'll see after this first break. We'll see where we head, because to the API we're gonna have to create our own API, and then we can also do this as a microservice. And that way when we containerize it in a Docker Compose, so then whenever we have our Saturday morning show, we just start it up and everything comes up, and then after the show we bring it down, and then maybe, just maybe, we might even maybe host this on what is this called, host it on maybe Firebase or on Azure or on AWS. We'll see. But this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. All right. So we already got some stuff showing up in the last few minutes. Let's try to style a little bit, right? So I'm gonna go and I'm going to, let's say we do Let's go with ahref. And I don't remember how to do this in React, to be honest with you. It would, all right, so let's go to React href. I learned this like 2 or 3 years ago, and I barely ever use React, so we're gonna have to figure this thing out together. Let's see, link rel. Let's try this one. Let's go over here. Let's see if this is gonna work. We close that and we close, oops, that. And we say the href is to https youtube.com/techcoachralph. And we say, can we say target? How do you do target? React link target blank. Ha, that might be the issue that we had the other time. Let's see.
Lunch break, lunch break.
All right, let's do target. Let's see if this works, and then we go to break. Let's go back over here. Ooh, that didn't work. Link is a void element tag and must either have children or dangerously set inner. That didn't work as we wanted. Hang on a second. Maybe this should be a capital L. Let's see. No. All right, we'll come back to that. So let me just undo this for a second. We'll come back to that part. But for the time being, we got what we got. All right, we got what we got. So, why didn't okay. All right, let's go to break. Let's go to break. But you know, we're making progress. We are making progress. All right, cool. So that is our first break. Let's do this. Let me check the chat real quick, make sure I'm not too far behind, and then we shall get to our first break time topic and then go from there, right? So let's see. My guy Rod Brown said it's a Mercedes Altima. Gotta have that Mercedes Altima. And your card says, can we build an app that makes fraudulent checks that I can deposit and take money out before the check is bounced? Absolutely not. Your card, we are not doing that. Nope, nope, nope. And oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Not good, Alexis. Not, shame on you.
How dare you?
Nope, we're not doing that. We are well-modeled citizens, all right? And your card says, let's call the brand Ebonix, and this is the economic data app. Then we could create other apps based off the skeleton and just tweak the term. So we could use Ebonix, stock market, Ebonix IT. That's you might be onto something, Yakar. You might be onto something. All right. Let's jump into, make sure I didn't miss anything else. I think we are good. Yep, we're good. So let's jump into our first break time topic. So let's go with start 5 minutes. Hopefully that works. Yes, that works. And let's do this and that. All right. So first break. So I was on LinkedIn this morning and I saw somebody ask this question, right? AI for automation, is it cheating, right? Is it cheating? So this is what they said. They said that they've been wondering about this, as they still have a lot of problem about learning automated testing, and if someone can share their opinion. When writing a script for functions you're not familiar with, should you use AI for the idea? So this is what I said, right? This is what I said. And then I'll give some additional context. Let me pull it up as well. So this is what I said. It was like kind of like a poll, right? And it said, it was like, yes, use your resources, or no, that's cheating. I voted for yes, you used your resources. However, I wanted to add some additional context. And I said that being heavily reliant on AI, such as ChatGPT, the Google AI search results, whatever AI that you're using, right? Being too heavily reliant on AI in how to get past a problem will not allow you to understand the why, which is very important, the why you're experiencing an issue. That would be my last resource. If you're trying to actually learn the industry, just relying on AI is going to be, it's just like someone giving you the answer. It is a resource, but so is cashing a fraudulent check, right? So it's cashing in a fraudulent check. Then you have the agents at your door, right? Maybe not as bad, but you're not learning. So I say it would be my last. I believe you should use your resources, but it should be your last resource. As someone who's been in QA for like the past 15 years, I've learned a lot by using Stack Overflow and identifying the problems, identifying people who had similar problems that I'm having, and then reading the explanation about from the accepted responses to see and trying out different responses, right? Because a lot of times I'll try other solutions that other people had, and it might work in my favor. So I don't just say, oh, just AI, because I need to learn the industry. I need to learn what I'm doing. A lot of times AI would just say, okay, use this, but you don't have that related context. And I think that is what the detriment of many people are. I use AI for a lot of things, right? But I don't know if I've ever really used AI to give me some code to solve a problem. Because for me, I think it's very, very important that you understand. So like if you're going through a Python course, for instance, or whatever course, and you just say to ChatGPT, oh, how do I create this? And it just gives you the answer, and you copy and paste that, and like, okay, I got past that part of the course, but you didn't learn anything. And I think it's important because now when you get thrust into that environment and you're producing some ChatGPT code and it's not doing exactly what you need it to do, and you're trying to tweak it and stuff like that, and this is a whole big mess, and now you look like a total fraudster. So I am a big fan of AI, but I'm a big fan of using it properly. Using it properly so that you still understand what you are doing, and not just being like, it's not your end all and be all. Because I've seen some people like they weren't sure about something. Oh, I just used AI, and I'm like, okay, but why did you do this that way? And they can't answer. If you cannot answer the why, then maybe you need to take a break on using AI. If you don't understand what you are doing, then how you got to it, it might solve a problem right now, but you're going to have way bigger problems down the road. AI gives you the basics from what I've seen. It's getting better, but there are people who are going to be using AI to enhance. There's going to be people who are having AI use them. So that's my thoughts on it. That's my thoughts. Let me know what you think.
Back to work.
Let me know
Let's go. Come on,
what
get a move on. Back
you
to
think
work.
about that.
Back to work. Back to work.
All right. So let me get to the chat real quick. Let me see. Let me see what your car said. Your car said, but they are doing it as, let me get this off the screen. It says, but they are doing it as a TikTok hack. We can call it a cybersecurity hack. See, you might be onto something now, your car. You might be onto something. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. We got Darcel in the building. Wait, you know what?
Are you ready?
How are you doing this amazing, amazing Thursday night, Darcel? How are you? So happy, always happy when you check in, when we get to see how you are. You know, hopefully everything is going well. Hopefully everything is going well. Your says AI is not cheating so long as you are doing your job. It can help, but it won't get you through the whole thing without plagiarizing. Remember, AI only gives you data that already exists. That is a fact. That's a fact. Totally agree. And it says exactly. AI is a resource, not a replacement to you thinking and assessing the situation. The better you know a situation, the better AI can be used to help. If you don't know, then you don't know. Oh my, let's stop the show. Stop the show. We got Javi in the building. What's up, Javi? I know Javi in real life. I see Javi like 2 or 3 times a week. You know, and one of my jujitsu fighting brothers. Welcome. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you.
I appreciate you.
Awesome guy. Very, very awesome guy. All right. We are going to be getting to our next coding segment. But first, I need some water. And if you have, let me send a quick text. All right. Got that done. All right. So if you haven't done so already, do me a big favor, like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Let me check where we're at. Because we were looking good earlier today. We were looking good. Let me see. Oh, no, not yet. We'll revisit that. We shall revisit. Okay. We shall revisit. So, what is this up? Okay, cool. All right. So, like I said, like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you know every time we go live and drop new content. As well, go to techcoachralph.dev, see all the cool, amazing, exclusive content that we have over there, as well as sign up for one-on-one coaching, all of that good stuff. But we're gonna get back to work. We are going to get back to work. So I'm just answer this question real quick. Jiu-jitsu, Yakar, jiu-jitsu, not basketball. So you have to ask them if I'm able to make effective chokes. That's the thing, right? And pass their guard, right? So that's jiu-jitsu, right? So let's get at Javi says, us. That's what I'm talking about. Let's see. Darcel says, I'm doing good. How are you? I'm doing good. The Georgia high school yesterday was close to my daughter's school just because. Oh my god. That's crazy. I am happy that your daughter is okay, and I hope that you help you I hope you recover very soon, because that is super scary. Like, oh my goodness. Whew, I am so sorry to hear that, Darcel. So sorry to hear that. That's so crazy. All right, let's get to our next segment. Let's go. All right, so we have this. We have this already. Let's see if we can see. I'm trying to think of what direction I want to go in right now. Do I want to go into the? Do I want to go to? So I knew Mitch was here. Shout out to Mitch trying to stay in the clouds. See, Mitch is you see how good Mitch is. Mitch was gonna stay quiet today, but he came in to share his sympathy and empathy with our good friend Darcel. You know, crazy. It's just crazy. That sucks. That really sucks. All right, let's do this. All right. Let's go to where we're going to. So let me go over to, what is the name of that thing? Bootstrap CSS. maybe we can start styling this thing up, and then we will also look at our API. Let's go here and let's go to Bootstrap. That way we can start having some stuff, something look good. So let's do build fast. Let's do npm install Bootstrap. Is that what we got to do? Let's do add Bootstrap to React app. How about that? Adding Bootstrap. So npm install Bootstrap, and then we're gonna go to, oh, it's pretty simple. All right, so I just follow this. I'll follow along with this, and we're gonna say another terminal. Npm install Bootstrap. All right, and we're gonna go to import Bootstrap CSS and optionally Bootstrap theme CSS in the beginning of your source.index file. So that'll be in here, and we're gonna say import Bootstrap slash dist slash CSS slash bootstrap.css. And let's go to, here. Let's see. Finally, all right, let's go here. Finally. All right, this is, we got this. Let's see what happens after we look at the site now. All right, things are moving. Things are moving. It looks a lot better now. Looks a lot better now. Oops. Ha. Maybe. Oh, okay. So we're going to have to handle this exception as well. For like if we don't pass in any search, like this is a starter kit. This is a starter kit, right? So as we QA and stuff like that, maybe Alexis will QA this. Maybe we'll see. But let's clean this up a little bit. Let's go to the Bootstrap site. Let's take a look at some examples. Maybe we can pretty this up, and then maybe in the last segment we can look at how we can start looking at the API stuff. Let's see. Examples. Let me see. What do we got going on over here? Categories. So it's under applications. It's too busy. Do you have anything for search? I don't know. All right, let's go back. Let's go back. I want to look at, I don't want to download examples. I am looking. All right, there we go. Snippets. Let's see. What do they have under search? Have anything for search? Let me see. Search. Only these two? All right, let's go to headers. These are just headers though. I don't want the, I just want to search. Let's see, input maybe? Or form? I don't know. Sign on form. Maybe this will work. Let's see what this has in here. Let me see. This would be, or let me see, icons. Here. Work, I guess. If we look over here, I don't like that button over here. All right, let's see what we can do. Let's go to and go over to, I think this should go like this. Let me see what happens if I move this down over here. Put that over here. Now, if we go back to the website, did it make any difference? Nope, no difference. All right, so let's go back over here. Go here. And on change button on click get meaning, FA search. All right. For now, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna mess around with this a little bit. Index CSS, let's say background color. And we're gonna do you have a charcoal? Nope. Dark gray. Let me see. Let's see how that's gonna look. Ew, I don't like that color. I don't like that color. So let's see. Me want it darker. Let's go with 999. Nope. CCC. Nope. What's the hex code for dark gray? Dark gray hex code. I want it like, I want it like this, like a charcoal type of color. Let's go with this. Okay. I'm just going to put it in here so you don't have to switch. So now if we come back over here, yeah, there we go. So now I want my text color. Well, we are going to go to because I want get to play around with some CSS real quick. Let's go to class name app. So, all right, cool. So if we go into here and we say dot app, and we're going to go like that, and we're going to say width and give that like, let's go 90% maybe. And margin, and we're going to say 0 and auto. And we're going to say background color white. And anything else? Anything else? Let me see. Let's see if it is that for now. Let's see if it is that for now, right? Let's go to other screen. That's what we're able to get. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. So I'm gonna leave this on the screen, and we're gonna say padding, and we're gonna say 20px. I go back over here. Okay, and I'm gonna say a margin from the top of 10px. So this should drop it down just a little. I'll do a little bit more. But you see how like with modern day technology, how things can get started so quickly. Now we're going to say border, and we're going to say border radius 10 maybe. Let me see what that does. Oh, look at that. Look at that. We got some rounded corners up in here, right? Let me see if maybe do a little bit more. I like it. I like it. So let me go back to the code. So I just added a margin, 50 pixels from the top, or from top and bottom. Added a border, background color of white for inside of there, and padding. All right, so I want to change the font too, right? What font do we want to use? I don't like this font family that it's using. We need a better font. Are we ready to make? I don't know. Let me see. Let's use a not, is it Comic Sans? That's not Comic Sans. Serif. Let me see what's gonna happen here. Nah, I don't like that either. Code font. Oh, Courier. I think it's Courier, the one that I want. Let's go back over here. Yeah, I kind of like that. I kind of like that. Looks like code stuff. But you know me, I am not the most graphically creative inclined person, so we'll probably end up changing that at some point. But that is something for now. Do a gradient border. Your car wants a gradient border. All right, you know what? If your car wants a gradient border, your car gets a gradient border. Border, which one should I use? Is it border color maybe? Or I think border. Let me see. Let me look up the code for that. Let's look up the code for that. All right. CSS border gradient. What colors do you want on the gradient? What colors do you want on the gradient, your car? Let's see. Ooh, that's pretty. And he wants linear to the bottom. Okay. If that's what you want your car, that's what you get. Let's see. Where's the code for it though? Let's see. Module border wrap. So module background color. And then, so that you have a background color of this. And the color of the text is white. And there's padding. And then the module border wrap. Interesting. That's creative. That's creative. I wouldn't have thought to do that. Cool. That's pretty cool. So let's see if we were to, let me see how they have it in the CSS. Oh yeah, that's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and let me copy this code real quick. And I'm gonna drop it right here. I'm gonna say app border wrap. What's this? That is interesting that they would do that. We'll leave it for now. We'll see what happens. So let's go over here and we'll say div. And we'll say class name and app border wrap. And then we're going to go here. And, oh, I'm all writing code over here. So I added this to here. And then we are going to, and then I added this over here. We're going to look at it in the browser to see what happens now, right? You guys ready for that? You guys are ready? Let's take to it. Let me see. That's not exactly what we're going for, but just some CSS updates we're going to have to do. We have Ligser in the chat on the Twitch end saying, is that front end? I guess so. It's mainly, we're just creating this app for our Saturday morning shows where we have our Urban Dictionary of Economic Data. And so we're gonna end up creating a backend component for the dictionary, because the dictionary they're that they have here is a sample dictionary, but we're going to have to create our own API dictionary. So just, just setting, playing around with this real quick. I'll probably start looking at the back end, which we'll work on next week. I'll probably start looking at that a little bit later on. Let me see what we're looking at over here. This had a height, a margin, a place. So let me do D1% maybe. Let's see what this does. I think I know why. Let me see if I go here. Yeah, I know why. I know exactly why. If I go back over here and let me see. There is. I am just hacking away at this real quick. Oops. Let me get rid of that one. Let me see what happens over here. Let's go with a 90% over here. Let's go with. So if I use a percentage, then we get a little weird. Let me see. 250. Oh, okay. I see what happened. Let me get this up. And we do. All right. All right. So now if we just throw this down here as well. Hey. Hey. Look at that. Look at that. Make sure you have the border running the right direction. You said you wanted to go. You said you wanted to go from top to bottom. To bottom. And nice. So now we can just style it up however we want. But we have something in there. And then I'm gonna add some padding to the padding to let's see 20px. Does that work? There we go. Look at that. Look at that. I like it. I like it a lot. And then we can, do other stuff to it. But I think that's a great start. So now what if we were to do car? Oh, that's nice. Stock. There's more definition than that. Stocks.
Lunch break. Lunch break.
We're getting there. We're getting there. So I think in the last part we are going to I want to make it thicker though. Let me make it a little bit thicker. If I say, let me see what happens if I do this real quick. Oh, I see what happened. So let's do, give me a second. Let me get rid of this one. And we do change that to like 10 maybe. Ah, look at that. Hey. I like it. I like it a lot. Cool. So what we're going to do, we're going to go to break. And then when we get back from break, we shall look into the API parts of things. All right. We'll look into the API. All right. So let's go to break full screen. Boom. We're getting there. We are getting there. Let's see. Your car likes all this front end. So I hate front end stuff because then I have to try to be creative, and it's just a big mess. It is just a big mess. That's all for you. That's all for you, your car. All that front end stuff, not for me. All right, let me see. Superman is taking the night off. Well, Mitch, you have an amazing, amazing night. We will see you on Saturday morning. Get some rest. Get some rest. I know. So even Superman gets tired sometimes. But we will always and forever
I appreciate you.
Appreciate you, Mitch. Let me see. And Alexis says that she was in Coral Springs when Parkland shooting happened. Yeah, I was too. That was crazy. That was crazy. Let's see. And good news that that Darcel's family is safe. So that is awesome. Now back to the magic. Let me see. So your car said do a gradient border. You see how quickly you see, and this is the part that I was talking about, right? Where we could have just said, "Hey, ChatGPT, how do I do a gradient border?" But we went to Google, and then the first search result that came up, like how to properly search for stuff. We could have went to Stack Overflow is actually number 2. We could have gone to Stack Overflow and found something over there, but we said, "All right, you know what? Let's just Google it." I always go to Google first, right? I don't use ChatGPT as Google. Maybe it's because I'm maybe I am old. Near the bottom, and your car says, "Now you're speaking my language." I'm telling you, your car is like the creative one, right? I mean, your car does a lot, but he he's creative. He does a lot of graphic stuff, and I'm like, not for me. Let's see what else we got. And your car says, "Salute to the Twitch side of the game." Yes, front end. Yep, we're doing a little bit of both because I have to look at how we're going to create this back end as well. Let's see. We are working. We're working on the front on the front but you are so bad. Next week we'll be working on the Grand Wagoneer. It says make sure you have the border running the right direction, the right way. Let's see. And Alexa says it looks good. And it says now when the page gets longer, the colors start to shift, giving you an animated effect. What? I didn't even think about that. I did not even think about that. That sounds awesome. And you guys says, "I love this. You are right." That's what I'm talking about.
You the best.
Let's see. All right. And Mitch says, "Anybody mess with Ralph, especially Twitch, I still got those hands." Okay. That's what I'm talking about. All right, let's get into this story real quick. I think Mitch will actually appreciate this story. The hands might actually come out. The hands might actually come out tonight after I share this story, right? So, and I even have a picture to show afterwards, right? So, let's get to our second break. And let's put up the timer. Another timer, but let's put up the where is it? There you go. Beware of fake hiring scams. So here's a story. I'm going to read it to you, right? I never imagined my first post on LinkedIn would be about me getting scammed while searching for my first full-time job. It's going to be a tough one to listen to, all right? I've been applying for UX researcher positions for a month. I was over the moon 2 days ago when Stride, I'm going to call names as well, Stride Inc. made me an offer and a check to purchase work from home gear. But yesterday, Chase told me, somehow Chase is always getting in the mix of this, right? Chase told me that my account is restricted due to the check, indicating it to be a fraud. I'm still at a loss at how this happened. I'll tell you, right? So here's what happened. I applied for the user experience researcher position through Stride Inc. website a week ago. I got an interview invite from Valerie, Maddie. Two first names is already a sign of weirdness. I did a 2-hour text interview on Teams with a hiring manager named Philip Brown. I got an offer from Maddie. Throughout this process, I didn't interact with anyone else from the company, just Philip and just Valerie, right? Val. Philip initiated my onboarding by sending me a $3,850 check to work from home gear purchases. He asked me to deposit it via mobile deposit, assuring that the funds would be available the next day. Having no experience with mobile deposits, I did what he said. But Chase deemed the check to be a scam. So they placed the funds on hold. At the time, I still thought it might be an honest mistake by Stride. I applied for the job through the official website. How could it go wrong? But Chase was right. Since I informed Philip about the situation, I never heard back.
Bruh.
The position is still open with over 100 applicants. It terrifies me that this amount of people could fall into the same trap. I decided to write the post as a reminder. Consequences and questions. Neither Chase nor I suffered any financial loss, but my personal information has been leaked when signing the contract. I'm unsure what scammers can do with the information. I'd appreciate advice on this. Looking back, there were so many red flags, but if I were to apply for the position again, I would have done nothing differently. So my question remains, how did the scammers get my job application information? Is Stride Inc. aware of the scam? I've reached out to their employees, but I haven't heard back. It says, job hunting as a junior UX researcher in the current market is stressful. Hope this post catches attention of LinkedIn and Stride Inc. to prevent others from falling into this trap. Oh my God. So this exact scam happened to a friend of mine, someone that I see every day, right? And I will even show you the check, right? I took out my friend's name, but this exact scam happened, right? And my friend almost deposited the check until I was like, something isn't right. What is the first red flag that I saw, right? Is that there was never a face-to-face, even if it's on Zoom and or whatever, right? Or Teams. They did it on Teams. I don't know about this person, but they did it on Teams. There was never a face-to-face. It was like talking, like it was like I think there was one where they spoke, but it was like they had their camera off, and then it was via text, right? Like text via Teams. And I'm like, something seems fishy. Something seems fishy. And then after all, I was like, let's keep following along. And then once they sent the check is what made me say, all right, something isn't right. This is an absolute fraud. They were trying to have us say,
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Get a move on. Back to work. Chop, chop. Let's go. Come on, get a move on. Back to work. Back to work. Back to work.
But I was able to save my friend. And a lot of times this happens in times of desperation. It happens in times of desperation sometimes. So here are some red flags that I noticed, right? And I'll show you the biggest red flag once you see the check. But definitely, and this is what they told my friend, right? They said, all right, you have to, and they probably told this person the same thing, but they probably didn't include it. They might have not remembered, who knows, right? But they said, all right, we're gonna give you the check. You have to buy the work from home equipment through our website portal. So pretty much you deposit the check, and then you're going to go and you're going to buy it using your bank account. So now they have the money from your bank account, and now your bank catches on, and maybe the bank doesn't catch on, because like I said, this happened to my friend 2 years ago, and now somebody's just talking about it. So this has been happening for a while. And now they go and now, like, you'd go deposit the check, And because you're so, oh, I got a job, you go and you buy this stuff right away. You go buy it right away. And now you buy like $4,000 worth of equipment, you get absolutely nothing. They got the money that they sent to you, or quote unquote that they sent to you. Your bank says this is fraud. You lose the money. Maybe I don't even know how the bank can cover it. Like you're just screwed. You're just screwed, right? Nothing, like no exchange ever happens. You just deposit a false check. It's kind of like what your car was talking about earlier. It's kind of like what your car was talking about earlier with the fake checks. These idiots, yes, I said these idiots, they're going around to chase and they're depositing these false checks. And then they're taking the money out thinking that they're on the come up. You know what? They are on the come up for a first class seat in central booking, right? And they deserve it. We're not going to be sending you any letters. We're not going to be putting any money on your books. You deserve what you get. You will probably be hanging. You'll be probably be sitting right next to Hunter Biden in his jail cell, right?
Congratulations, you played yourself.
But I digress. Back to the story of this person who got scammed. But luckily, it didn't go. It didn't go too. Like it could have been much worse because they could have just went and bought whatever right away and lost a lot of money, and then they might have even been under criminal investigation. So, what happened with my friend is that I'm like, all right, let's put the brakes on this. Start asking them questions, and then now, start reaching out to people who work at the company to see what's going on and see if they ever heard of this person. And then I also searched the picture, the LinkedIn profile picture of the person who was contacting him, and I found that picture was being used by a bunch of other people. It was being used by a bunch of other people.
Bruh.
It broke my friend's heart because he was really trying to get a job, and they played him.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
So let me show you a picture of the check. This is a picture of the check. Let me see. Where is it? Right here. So here's the thing, right? Let me just blow it up, right? So this is a picture of the check, right? I blocked out my friend's name, right? But they sent him a check for $4,900 and 75 cents because there was something that cost it cost 75 cents, you know? And look, it says JP Morgan Chase on there. And here's the thing. You see this right here, who issued the check? East Ramapro Central School District, right? Like you said, printed signature. Your car, call that out. But here's the funny thing. Like one thing I noticed, right? If you look at over here, like if you look at this corner, the edge on the top, I wish I could highlight it somehow. But if you look at this, if you look at the check is like printed on a piece of paper, like not a piece of paper, but it was like printed out, right? It's like they found this check and they typed out the amount, they typed out his name, but it's like you can see the edges over here. You can see the edges on a printed check that is typed on. So they scanned this check and then they typed over it. But here was the kicker for me, right? The name of the company that was hiring him, was it Constantly? It might have been Constantly. It was totally different than who was issuing checks. So I said, ask him why this. Ask him why this check is issued by East Ramapo Central School District, and I looked it up too to see where this was coming from, and I looked up where the company was located. You know me, I'm in, I could be on like one of these crime shows, as much Law and Order that I've watched, and as much Chicago PD that I've watched. I am like a private investigator / detective. All right, just saying. Shout out to Detective Voight. But I'm like, this is so weird. So he asked him, and at first the people were still responding to him. They said, "Oh yeah, this is just it was some stupid excuse." It was like, "Oh, this is the people that is one of our, what is the word that they said, like one of our sponsors or some nonsense like that." I'm like, well then, if they're one of their sponsors, why don't they give the money to them instead of having the check written directly to you, right? And then they issue you a check under their name, or you see, here's the other thing. when they're before you even start, right? And they're having you spend, like, they're sending you a check to buy. Because what if it was a real check, right? And then you just take it and you never start, right? I'm like, something isn't right. Something is not right over here, right? So I'm like, ask some more questions. Ask some more questions, right? Ask some more questions. What's going on? And then they just stopped responding to him. They just stopped responding. See, like the borders on this check, the way that it was like printed out over here, and the thing is, right, this is not an e-check, because they could have just did a electronic check transfer as well. See what I mean? But like, you can see all of this stuff. This is a real live check. It made no sense whatsoever. And then this font over here is totally, like, the font for where it says constantly is totally different from the font that has the $4,975 over $100, right? So many red flags. You know, like this heat sensitive thing. Like, how are you supposed to do an online deposit of that? You know, like, it was just so weird all over the place. It was so weird all over the place. You know, he had submitted some information to them, but he never tried to cash a check. And guess what? The weird thing is, people from the company that they were faking as, they never responded. So I wonder if in the same boat, this Stride Inc. is also a fake company. I don't know. I don't know. It is so weird. It is so weird. But this is what happens. This is how they try to get you out of your desperation. You know, you just finished a boot camp. You're like, I need to get a job. I need to get a job. I need to get a job. Hey, we'll hire you. Okay, here's all my information. And then they give you a fake check for $5,000 and 75 cents. And now you are out of luck, right? But so be careful, beware. If you don't meet with a person face to face when they are trying to interview you, that's a big red flag. If they're asking you to buy your own equipment before you even buy your own equipment, that is another big red flag. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm gonna say. All right, let's wrap that one up. I feel so sorry for anybody who has to go through this foolishness, right? This foolishness. Okay. Let's see. Let's wrap that one up, and let me go to the chat, and then we will get to our last segment of work. Let me see. Get some water first. Let's see. Your car says, hold on. Did he get hired by a Nigerian prince? What? I don't even want to talk about Nigeria right now, because there's so much. It's just the Nigerian princess. That's a funny topic. That is a funny topic. Let's see. It says, right. You wanted to believe the lies. I mean, honestly, Alexis, when people they are searching high and low for a job, and then you get a little bit of traction, especially when people have gone for 3,722 and a half jobs, and they get no response, and now somebody's like, hey, I want to hire you. They're going to believe all the sweet, sweet lies. And Mitch says, it was not me. It was not Mitch. It was not Mitch. You know, come on. Mitch will see past that. Mitch, I'm just saying, Mitch will see past that. And your car says $30,000 felony fraud gets you fed time or a bunch of debt because they most likely spent the money. So you're gonna end up in a cell with Hunter Biden. See, I'm just saying, right? Printed signature, there you go. Says he could have got $4,900 from me, no interest. I'm just saying. And Alexis says all the Dick Wolf shows prepare you. That's a fact. They have all the FBI's. They have what's the name of the other show? All the Law and Order. They have like 20 different versions of Law and Order, and I think Dick Wolf does. Yeah, he does the Chicago series as well. You know, so you'll be ready. You'll be ready. And then if you get hurt, you also have Chicago Med. And then if you have to defend yourself, you also have Chicago Justice. Although that show sucked. And then you also have Chicago Fire. You know, in case you get stuck, you need an ambulance. You know how to rescue yourself as well, right? So, Dick Wolf really does prepare you. And Alexa says all of those red flags, facts. And Rocky says, Hatario Kane CSI. You know what? I never actually. Now you make me want to go check out CSI and see who you're talking about. I think I might have watched like 2 episodes of CSI. I don't know why I never got into CSI. Let me see who Hotario Kane is. Now you got me curious. Hotario Kane. Who's that? Oh, that guy. Okay. I never really watched it though. David Caruso. Now you got me want to go check it out. I'm gonna have to go watch my episode of CSI tonight. Hopefully it's on Peacock. Hopefully it is on Peacock. All right. And Rock says he broke it down. You know who I liked? I'll say who I like for our last segment. All right. Let's see what else we got. All right. That says the guy with I just looked it up. I just looked it up your car. I'm gonna go watch me an episode tonight to see. I'm gonna watch me the pilot episode tonight to see how it went. All right. Awesome. He's always learning from you guys. Says he always takes them off before he says something. I'm gonna give you one of my old school a line from one of my old school shows, right? It says, one more thing. Let me see if you know who says one more thing. Drop it in the chat, and then we'll catch it on the other side as we wrap up the show after we finish with this last segment. All right. So let's do one more segment. Let's take a look at this. We'll figure out where we're gonna go. I want to take a look at the API a little bit. We're gonna have to recreate it, right? So let's put up our last 20 minutes.
It's time to do.
And we're gonna look at, let's go over here. So this is looking pretty good. I must say, this is looking pretty good. All right, let's go to, I mean, I don't like the font or anything like that. Jakar, if you have some good font ideas, let me know and I'll drop it in the chat. Alexis, come on. How you just gonna get it on the first try just like that? Like, she just like, Columbo. I'm like, yes. You're good. You are good. Sharp. I like it. A true QA engineer. Love Columbo. I love Columbo. All right. Enough of that. Giving away all my trade secrets. All right. Let's go to your favorite too. Oh man, that's very cool. I caught it on Netflix when they had it on Netflix like maybe 10 years ago, and I was like really impressed by it. So let's do it. So let's go to let me see. So we have all of this already. We have H2. We have CSS. Let me see. Oh, let me use that CSS. Let me see what we got with this. How's that gonna end up looking? This might look pretty good. So let's copy this and let me put it in here. So let's go over here. I'm gonna drop this CSS over here. And let me see what did I drop in this CSS? Let me see. So we have this. This doesn't get a PX on it. Let's go to, it might end up looking really nice. I might have to take some stuff off. Let me take off the, what is this? Oh, okay. So I just copied this in. Let me move this over here. Let's go to here. So we have 2 of these apps. Let me see if I can get rid of, let me move this to that. I don't know what this is going to do. We might have to, we'll revisit this in a second. Background image. Let's move this to, let's move this to here, to the body. And you'll see what I'm doing in a second. Let's go to background color, white. Border radius like that. All right, let's get rid of this one. Let's go see what we got. Let's go see what we got. It might be very, very different. Let's see. Ew. It's good and it's bad. It's good and it's bad, right? We're gonna have to fix some stuff. But the text and stuff looks a lot better. Let's go to, you know what? This is, I actually kind of like this because green. We're gonna go with green, all right? So we're gonna have to fix some stuff, right? We're gonna have to fix some stuff. But I like this part though. I like this part. We're gonna have to fix our background and stuff like that, but I like it. Let's go to, let me fix that. Let's go to, let me fix that. To bottom, and we're gonna do black, and we're gonna do did I lose the, oh wait, let's go here. Let's do to black, take off the opacity, and we don't want, let me see if I do a 90 VH. I don't even know what the VH stands for, to be honest with you. And we do a, all right, let's take a look at it real quick. Let me see what happens. About to, okay, this is getting, all right, much better. And we're gonna go with the color. Why is everything, every time I see, I'm going to, so we're gonna change, all right, let me fix that part as well. Add border, guess maybe we don't need this one. Let me go here. Maybe if I add the height, 100 VH, see if that works. No, not good. Oh, that should be 100. Ha, no wonder. All right. All right, now we're getting there. Now we are getting, that's what I'm talking about. So being that we're talking about green, we want to have the borders be a greenish gradient as well. Let me look for, what is the hex code for money green? Maybe dollar bill green. I could rock with that. Let's go with that. So we're gonna do a gradient. Not copyable. We're gonna, oh my goodness, we're gonna go with this, and we'll do a gradient on the border for we'll do that top, or maybe that would be better at the bottom. And we'll take the color of the text and put that there. Let's go to the other screen again and look at that. Where's that purple coming from? I like that though. I like that. There's a color that's not right in there, but I like that so far. Where's my money green color? Am I using it? Oh, where did that come from? Hold on. There we go. There we go. Let's go and put that over here. And let's go and do that. I like it. I like it a lot. Let me swap it though. Let me swap it. I mean, we gotta have green for our economic show, don't we? Yeah, look at that. Hey. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, cool. So, I think we got a pretty good. Let me change this a little bit. Let's go with. Move that over here, and we'll do like that. Let's see how that looks. We'll figure that out. We will figure that out, right? But I think this is good. I think we're in a good spot. We are in a good spot right now. Urban Dictionary of Economic Data. So with the last and Javi says, I'm liking the green. Shout out to Javi. I'm liking it too. I am liking it too. So let's say we search something. What can we search? What can we search? Let's go for ethics. The study of principles relating to right and wrong conduct, I guess. Give me another word. Give me another word. Scam. A fraudulent deal. That marketing scheme looks like a scam to me. Okay, cool. So now let's take a look at the back end of the code where. So this is pulling in from, let me see. It's pulling from, let's take a look at the documentation real quick before we go too far. Yeah, that's correct. Okay, so we just, where did I see in this code? So let's go to, where are they making their API calls? I had seen this in somewhere in the code base. Let's see. Here we go, right here. So this is where, so they're using, oh, you know what? I might have to use this for, the Poopy Pants app. Because this Axios thing is pretty interesting. Anyways, I digress. So let's go with, so this is the API, right? And if we look at, if I copy this let's go over here, and I copy this and I search for the word car, maybe, I don't know. So we search for the word car. It gives you this dictionary, a list of everything that is going to be returned with the word car. So it gives you these three things, right? Or it found three definitions of car. So meaning a wheeled vehicle. What's the second one? Close the phonetics. A turn. That makes no sense. Never heard of that before. And then the last one is the first part of a con in LISP, the first element of a list. Oh, what? I don't know what they're talking about. Anyways, so if we go to ours now and we search for car, what do we get? It only gives us the first one though. That doesn't make any sense. That's weird. But either way, regardless, we need to create our API to return a model of, I mean, we don't have to include the phonetics in ours, you know, maybe to get started. And let me know what you think about this, Yakar, and Mitch, if you're still watching. But if let's say we return in the API, we return a model where it's going to, what's the term that I'm thinking about? So to get started, it's going to return to us the meaning and the word, right? So the word, let's say we have weekly job. We can actually model it the way that we want to model it, right? So let's say we have weekly jobless claims, and we say the what's the word I'm looking for? Where the data is coming from. So source of data, the type of data, which would be the weekly jobless claims, and then the meaning of this report, and I don't know, Mitch, you might have fell asleep. I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, you know, you might have had a long day. But and then we have and then we can have a link to where we get that documentation. So let's do this. Let me see. How can we do this? Let's go to let me see. JSON model builder or generator. Let me see. Now I'm just doing a weird search right now. Let's go to not a JSON. Generate Swift models from JSON. Convert JSON. I don't know. That's what I'm looking for. Let's go to API model generator. Whatever. Whatever. I'm just talking nonsense. All right. So let's say I go to here and I say, we'll just do a model like this, right? So let's say we go here and we'll say Urban Dictionary API model, or Urban Dictionary of Economic Data, right? And you are an honorable man, Mitch. You are an honorable man. Like, he's not participating in the foolishness tonight. He is, you know, I got you. I got you, Mitch. I got you. All right. So let's say this model, we have, what data do we want to capture, right? So I wish I could write it. I don't like writing it like this. Let me see. Let's do it this way. API JSON generator. I don't know. Whatever. Let's go here. Let's go here. What the heck is this? All right. So let's go here. What? Let me see. All right. So let me go. All right. So there we go. So let's say we have this, right? We have that. And we have, so we're going to open up a object, and we're going to have inside of our object, why is there this extra thing over here? I don't like this one. Or maybe we just need, all right, so I think I got it. I think I got it now. So let's say we have this and we say the, what do I call it? Data, maybe? And then, let me see, we have the source of the data. And then we have the URL, or I guess would it be the source, or yeah, whatever. We can always fix that. the source URL for the data. And what else would we have? Example of it. So the data for, I don't like the name data. Let's say economic indicator. I don't know. We'll think of a better name, right? But it's so, and then we have source of data, and then URL to report, something like that, and then example explanation, something like that. Like I don't know. I'm just talking about thinking off the top of my head, right? And how could I get it in here though? I don't see. I want to be able to put the data in there. Let me see what this is. Oops. I don't think there's anything I could do with this. You see demo maybe? Oh, did I just lose out everything? See, can I go back? All right, there we go. So if I copy this, I'll just copy this for now. And I will paste it in here. And this is going to be inside of a list, I guess. And let's say we take one of these, right? So we'll go with weekly jobless claims. And we're going to go with this though. Oh wait, no, this doesn't, this shouldn't be inside of brackets. This should just be like that. Oops. Okay. And then we have the source of the data would be the, where does that come from again? U.S. Department of Labor.
Lunch break! Lunch break!
Just finish this model out. So if we have this model, then maybe next week we can actually start building this out. Let's go to copy that. And then let's paste that. And do I have an explanation? Or, oh, I need to have the, let's go with, oops. You could either do it like this, where we have definition. And we would have it something like this. Have something like that. Comma. And then example. Example goes here. All right. So that would be maybe our data model. Yeah, maybe that's something. Maybe like I think that's a good start. And then we can build our API to, so now when we, I'll just show this real quick. When we are querying our API and it has the, where's my mouse? We have the search word, like this would be going to our own local API via Docker. And it would be searching for the response and stuff like that. Response.data, it's the set data, then data.phonetics. We would figure, so this one is only set to show one of them, you know, but we'll figure that out. So now it's just like customizing and stuff like that. So I think we're in a good spot for next week. I think what we can do next week is actually build the backend, start building the backend, so that we can have our API. We can do a way to add to the database for when we come across a new term. We can add that. We can so we're gonna need like a database, probably Mongo. We're going to need a we're gonna need a post method, a get method, a put, maybe a patch, a delete, and a get, and a way to do a search on that. And I have to think about this whole search thing here, because this has to be like very specific, where we want to be like a flexible type search, right? So that's the plan. That's my thoughts. Let me know what you think. Yakar, what do you think so far? What do you think so far? Let's take a look at it before we wrap it up, right? So this is where we're currently at. We have the Urban Dictionary of Economic Data for the Men Lie, Women Lie, Numbers Manipulate show. With Tech Coach Ralph, Yakar, and our good friend Mitch. And when you search for a word right now, it's using the free dictionary API, but we're gonna build our own API to link it to. Let me see. We'll do a search for eggs, right? And there we go. There we go. So with that being said, we are going to end this part of the show. And I think we have one more thing to talk about. So Mitch said, should have been red, but I am quiet today. I have no problem changing it. This is to help you and your car show. So if you guys want it red instead of green, by all means, I'm open to it. Whatever you guys want, right? Whatever you guys want. I just want a quick and easy way to get these words where we're not using this ghetto Google Docs thing. All right. We'll leave the Google Docs for the tech pookies. All right. I'm just kidding, your car. I'm just kidding. All right. So let's get to this last break time topic before we wrap it up for today. All right. So the question that I have for you is final thoughts. One show to bring back. Let me know what you guys think, right? I know we spoke about Columbo, we spoke about CSI, we spoke about all the Dick Wolf shows, although most of the Dick Wolf shows are still up. But let me know one show that you would like to bring back. All right. I have some shows that I have in mind, right? So, but here's the problem with the shows, with bring back shows, right? I think they run out of content. Right? So, one of my favorite shows of all time, which they tried to bring back, it didn't go by so well. I absolutely loved 24. I love that show, 24, but they tried to bring it back for half a season and it didn't work out too well. Like, Jack Bauer can only save the world. So many, like, it's not possible that there is a threat every single season to that extent, right? To that extent. But I used to love when he said, holster your weapon. All right. Mitch says Captain Planet suit. Oh, get this. Let me move this up a little bit. Mitch says Captain Planet suits and the original House of Pain, because the new House of Pain is straight trash.
Bruh.
I used to watch the original House of Pain. It was pretty good. It's just, I don't know. There was something, I don't know. Let's see what else we got. I loved Captain Planet. See, my problem with Captain Planet, though, is that it wasn't consistent. Like, I would wake up Saturday mornings to watch Captain Planet, and then it wouldn't be on. My heart was absolutely broken. It was broken. Suits. I never really watched Suits. I should have, but I never really got into Suits. I don't know why. I don't know why I never got into Suits. We spoke about House of Pain. Let me see. It says I got Tree of them. Shout out to Mitch.
The sign is real simple, B. It says wrap it up. Wrap that shit up, B.
We're gonna end it very soon. Alexis says Bauer. Oh, I love 24. Oh my goodness. At one point I had all the seasons on DVD. I love 24. Roxy says The X-Files. I forgot all about The X-Files. What was the guy's name on X-Files again? I think his real name is like David. Let me see. X-Files. That was a crazy show. David Duchovny and Jillian and Dana. That was her name, Dana. Dana Scully and Fox Mulder. Yeah, I remember that show. That was a pretty good show. I did like the X. I forgot about that show. I did like the X-Files. That's a good call out. That is a great call out, Roxy. Back in the 90s, that's what I'm talking about. I remember the X-Files. X-Files. X-Files had 11 seasons. They had 218 episodes. And what was their first season? It ran from September 10th of 1993 to May 19th, 2022. Oh my goodness. That was on network, right? Speaking of X-Files, did you guys like Bones? I liked Bones. I liked watching the reruns on TNT. Roxy, Alexis, did you like Bones? Did you like Bones? She was super smart. Let me see. Let our powers combine. Okay. I'm telling you. It was fire. X-File was trash too. Oh, come on, Mitch. Come on. Mulder and Scully. Okay. Yeah. I like Bones. It says, don't crucify me, but I loved Frasier. Mitch is gonna come for you. They brought it back. But it's not the same. If I had to pick Homeland, and Mitch says Bones. I'm back. See, Mitch cannot pass up a TV show's conversation. See, I agree. Like, I like Bones. It wouldn't be my number one. But Bones, I like Bones though. Because the guy, I forgot his name, but he was so practical, and Bones was just like so. Oh, and guess what? Sadly enough, I related to Bones. Let me see. Isn't he a I don't know what that means, Mitch. I don't know that, Mitch. But we'll wrap it up like this, right? I have a list, right? So I like 24. I like The Wire, but I think The Wire kind of ran its course. I would probably go with. I'd go with The Shield. Yes. What was his name? Michael something? What? Michael Chiklis? What was his name on the show? The Shield. I love The Shield. I still haven't watched season 8 because I didn't want the show to end. I just didn't want the show to end. That was me. But yeah, I love The Shield. I absolutely love The Shield. Mitch, did you like The Shield? Mitch? Let's do this real quick. Let's go with this picture. Open the new tab. The Shield. That was the crew right there. Mitch, that was the original. That was the original Chicago PD. If you thought Chicago PD was something, this show, Mitch, you got to check this show out. The Shield was crazy. So crazy. And it was on FX. It was on FX. So on FX they get a little wild over there. They get a little wild. Look at this one. Look at that one. Just saying. I'm just saying. They were crazy. They were crazy. Like, and they will turn on you in a heartbeat. All right. So you should check it out. You should check it out, Mitch. I think you'll like it. If you like Chicago PD, I think you'll like The Shield. I'm just saying. It's old, but it was good. It was good. Did anybody ever watch before we wrap it up? What was the name of that show? Oh my god. It was with the Russian spies. What is the name of that show? It was also on FX. FX show. Russian spies. It was called The Americans. It was called The Americans. It makes sense, right? The Russian spies called The Americans. That was a good show as well. The Americans was a great show. Let me see. Mitch says, you, me, Barry. That's in your car. You know what, Mitch? It's season of, I think the show starts off in a crazy, crazy way. I think if you watch the first episode, you will see why this is an interesting example that you just gave. Yeah, Roxy knows The Americans. Yeah, I was watching that show like that. Man, that show was so crazy. I said I didn't watch the last season of that one either because I didn't want that show to end. It was crazy. It was absolutely crazy. I also like Roxy. Did you ever watch the show The Practice? Did you watch The Practice with what's his name? Dylan McDermott and Kelly Williams. See, you see, they know, see, like The Americans, exactly. James Spader was in that show. He was Alan Shore. Oh, did you guys watch The Practice? I love law shows. I love law shows and police shows. It said we wouldn't need a script. That's a fact. But I was so mad when The Practice went off air. I might have to go back and watch that. But you guys remember let me see. This is The Practice. You guys ever watched The Practice? Oh my goodness. This was a good show. With a bunch of lawyers. I remember her, I remember him. And they all went out to play on different shows as well. I think she ended up being on The Practice. She plays on if you guys ever watched this new show on Fox called what is the name of that show with the lady who recovers the missing people. She's on that show. I remember her name was like Nancy on the show, and she played in another show. This one played in other shows too. He was in a Tyler Perry movie, and I think this guy's in some mobster movies. But so this would be my number 2. I love The Practice. They had some good This is where I get to say Massachusetts, because there was a judge on the show that would say Massachusetts because they were from Boston or from Massachusetts, right? So anyways, that's about it. Let me see what you guys. So it says Bates Motel. I never watched Bates Motel. That sounds interesting. And Alexa says the lawyer with all the ear piercings used to annoy me. Which one had the ear piercings? Was it the now I gotta bring it back. Now, which one had the ear piercings? Was it this one? Was it this one? I don't remember who had the ear piercings. Now you got me here. I'm gonna have to go back and watch it, right? And anyways, we're gonna wrap it up. So Mitch says his brother, the dude from Remember the Titans. Is that so? Interesting. Anyways, that was my last part for the show. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. But the question for you, hopefully this works. The question for you is,
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
I had a great time. I hope you guys had a great time too. We did a lot of work today. I think next we're going to dive into the API, but you guys know that yesterday's price is not today's price, and today's price is certainly not tomorrow's price, because
one more thing. Price of the brick going up.
The price of the brick is going up. See, Alexis, I didn't see. That's why I just highlighted over, because I didn't want to say anything. I did not want to say anything. I just highlighted over it. You know, I'm just saying. I was like, I'm not. You are not going to cancel me. All right. So, and you know what, Alexis, you get up.
How dare you?
How dare you, Alexis? Come on. All right. Anyways, we are out. Thank you guys for tuning in. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful night. This is Tech Coach Ralph. We are out. See you guys on Saturday morning.
You might think that getting into the IT field is impossible without a computer science degree, but Tech Coach Ralph is here to prove you wrong. Get ready for some jaw-dropping revelations on how to break into this lucrative industry. Listen up, tech enthusiasts. Are you ready to break through into the IT field, but feel like you need a computer science degree to make it happen? Think again. Tech Coach Ralph has some exclusive, mind-blowing secrets to share with you. Get ready to be blown away by his jaw-dropping revelations on how to break into the tech industry without a computer science degree. So get your notepad ready, because Tech Coach Ralph is going to change your life forever. Buckle up, because you're about to embark on a journey to success in the IT field.